Have you ever felt like the world was pressing down on your chest? Like the weight of everything, your responsibilities, your fears, your unspoken worries, was simply too much to carry? Have you ever caught yourself gasping for air, not because you're physically winded, but because life itself feels suffocating? If you've ever felt that way, lost in the heaviness, drowning beneath the surface while the world around you keeps spinning, then this book, The Comfort Book by Matt Haig, was written for you. This isn't just another book with steps to follow or goals to chase. It's not filled with rigid blueprints or lists that make you feel guilty for falling short. No, The Comfort Book is something much softer, much kinder. It's like a familiar friend waiting for you after a storm. A friend who doesn't ask questions, doesn't judge, but simply wraps you in a quiet, understanding embrace. It's a book that gives you permission to slow down, to rest, to feel, and most importantly, to know that it's completely okay not to be okay. Matt Haig takes us by the hand and leads us through a collection of reflections, gentle reminders, and small fragments of wisdom, each one like a soothing balm for a tired soul. There are no long-winded lectures here, just simple, honest moments, designed to bring a little comfort back into your life when you need it most. Because life can be relentless. We all have those days, the ones where getting out of bed feels like a battle, where pretending to be fine feels like a mask you no longer have the strength to wear. And for some, those days stretch into weeks, months, sometimes even years. Haig understands this not as an outsider looking in, but as someone who stood in the very center of that storm. Someone who's battled the shadows of depression, wrestled with the sharp edges of anxiety, and survived. He doesn't preach about chasing success or conquering the world. Instead, he offers something far more human, far more attainable. He reminds us of the quiet power found in life's simplest truths. That comfort often lives in the little things we overlook. The first sip of morning coffee, the feeling of soft blankets, the rhythm of your own breath. Haig gently nudges us away from the constant pressure to improve, to fix, to hustle, and encourages us to simply be, to exist without apology, to stop searching for a magic cure and instead rediscover the quiet beauty that has always been within and around us. At the very heart of the Comfort Book lies a quiet but powerful truth, one that we so often overlook in the rush of our busy lives. Life's greatest joys are almost always hidden in the smallest, simplest moments. Think of the burst of sweetness when you bite into a ripe, fresh strawberry, the gentle kiss of sunlight warming your face after a long, cold winter, the soft, familiar notes of your favorite song floating through the air and instantly transporting you to a happier time. These aren't throwaway moments. These aren't background details. Matt Haig reminds us they're anchors. They're what keep us steady, what remind us of our humanity when the world feels unkind. He invites us to shift our gaze, to stop overlooking the ordinary and start embracing it. Because it's in the ordinary that life truly happens. Even in the shadows of pain, even in moments of fear or sorrow, there are tiny shards of beauty waiting to be noticed. Comfort doesn't always show up in the form of fixing, solving, or overcoming. Sometimes it's simply about paying attention, about opening our eyes to the quiet goodness that still exists around us. In a culture that glorifies hustle, that idolizes constant progress and endless productivity, the Comfort Book stands as a gentle rebellion. It offers a softer, wiser message. You don't have to earn your worth. You don't have to hit targets or shatter records to be considered valuable. You don't need to mold yourself into someone else's version of success to deserve peace, rest, or joy. Haig reminds us that your very existence, your breathing, your being is enough. You are enough, not because of what you've achieved, but because you're here, alive, moving through life with all its imperfections, with all your imperfections. He writes passionately about what he calls the myth of constant improvement, this exhausting treadmill society keeps us on, always running, always chasing, always feeling like we are never quite enough. But the comfort book offers an escape from this tiring cycle. Haig doesn't tell us to stop growing, but he invites us to grow with kindness, to evolve without punishing ourselves, to see that true progress is sometimes found in simply accepting who we are. This is not a call for complacency. It's a call for compassion, to soften the harsh narratives we tell ourselves, to stop defining our value by checklists or societal expectations, to understand that simply living, quietly, imperfectly, is in itself meaningful. Throughout the book, one theme flows steadily beneath everything, like an undercurrent: perspective. Haig brings us back to this truth again and again. Feelings are not facts. You may feel hopeless, but that doesn't mean hope has vanished from the world. You may feel lost, but that doesn't mean there's no path forward. Feelings, as Haig beautifully puts it, are like the weather, unpredictable, ever shifting. A storm may rage within you today, but storms always pass. The clouds always part, the sun always returns. In those moments when everything feels stuck, when the darkness feels endless, perspective becomes a lifeline. Haig shares short stories, simple quotes, and soothing reflections that remind us to zoom out, to see beyond our current feelings, to remember that life is wider, bigger, more forgiving than our minds sometimes allows us to believe. He reminds us to ride the waves of emotion, to trust that calm seas will come again, and to know that even in our most difficult moments, the world still holds beauty, and we still hold value. Matt Haig's The Comfort Book doesn't just offer his own reflections. It's not a solitary voice echoing in the silence. Instead, it's woven together like a rich tapestry, threaded with the wisdom of philosophers, poets, thinkers, and even unexpected voices from modern culture. Haig draws from the collective well of human experience, pulling together timeless words from people like Marcus Aurelius, Carl Jung, and countless others, even those from pop culture, to create a chorus of comfort that spans centuries. Every quote, every borrowed phrase feels like a hand reaching across time to rest gently on your shoulder, a reminder that no matter how unique your struggle feels, you are never truly walking this path alone. The fear, the sadness, the moments of feeling lost, they've all been felt before, and they've all been survived before. There is a quiet, unshakable comfort in realizing that the pain you feel isn't a flaw. It's a thread in the universal human story.